Welcome back to Go Winnipeg. We are on location at Provici, and once again, my very special guest is Tia Provici. And can I have you? Oh. And this isn't just for making me look good all the time, Tia, but it's just in the fact that you're actually sitting here next to me, because we're not talking about makeup and fashion today. We're talking about matters of the heart. And you have a big heart, but there is really more to that story that I really want you to share with everybody.
Yeah, I have what's in scientific terms called an enlarged heart. So I've been diagnosed with congestive heart failure.
All right, so that sounds very, very complicated, and I guess through a miracle of meeting a great team at the St. Boniface Hospital, you are now sitting here. But take me back to the very beginning when you were going through all this suffering, very silently too.
Yes, it started in the summer of 2010. I started coughing and it just would not stop. I would take a deep breath and I would just cough as if it was a sentence. And that was that would be continual. After weeks on end, I started losing weight effortlessly. But what was off was I felt like I was gaining weight. And standing on a scale, seeing the same number, but feeling like I was 500 pounds, I knew there was something off. And when I went to go see my general doctors, they just told me that it was because I was ambitious and, put myself under a lot of stress because I wanted to attain certain goals in my life, that it was fatigue. And at first I believed them, but 3 months of not being able to lie flat on a bed to sleep, there was something more, and I knew that.
Mm-hmm. So basically your heart was growing larger and larger, unable though to pump enough blood and oxygen to the rest of your body.
Absolutely, and there was fluid accumulating in my lungs, or in the lining of my lungs, so I felt like I was drowning from inside.
All right, so now we flash forward to meeting a group of very, very incredible, life makers in a sense.
Absolutely, or life strengtheners.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and I got to meet the team, Shelley Zeroff and her fantastic team at the St. Boniface Heart Failure Clinic. And, fast forward to Mending Health, they educated me about nutrition, lifestyle changes that I would have to make, and most importantly, a cocktail of vitamins and medications that I have to now, undergo on a daily basis.
Oh, so again, it's a complete change in lifestyle, but it's also living with the heart that you have, and I think that's kind of their mission statement at the clinic.
Absolutely, and I think anyone out there that may get it or that does have it, please, my message to you is just keep your heart as healthy as you can for as long as you can.
Now, you did have to go under a very major operation and getting a pacemaker.
Yeah, I went through pacemaker ICD surgery, so it has a defibrillator in it. And I remember they don't put you under because of the fact that your heart is really weak, so you may not wake up from the anesthesia. So I remember I was feeling really, really good, as I guess relaxers do. But I remember the doctor jamming the device and my shoulder jolting as he was trying to place it into my body. So that was very, very memorable.
But you did make a promise right there and then.
Absolutely, and because that surgery was successful, I told the higher powers that be that I would take care of my heart and live my life to the fullest with quality and not focus on the quantity anymore.
And you did go through some tough times, didn't you, Tia, thinking that this was it and that you were never going to actually fulfill all the things you wanted to do in life.
Absolutely. Before I realized that I did have heart failure, the internal voice inside of me said, it's time to make your peace because it's time to go. And that really scared me, and to be proactive about finding solutions and answers.
Most definitely. So now you have your regime. You can lead as much a normal and healthy life, but the prognosis, maybe down the road, there might have to be a heart transplant.
Yes, knock on wood. Hopefully I'll never have to have one, and this is on pause for the rest of my life. But the reality of it is one day I may need another heart because this one is just too big and has done its deed and is now tired.
How do you feel right now, sitting here, sharing your story?
I feel a little exposed, but I know it's exposed for a good reason. Life is different because I see it from, once you have the scare of death face you, It's just, you know that you have to make changes. So it feels good. I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm grateful for you being such a wonderful person in my life. And I'm grateful for so many other things. The heightenedness of gratefulness really does become stronger.
Oh, well, we're so happy to have you right here, Tia Provici. And don't go away, because later on we will meet the doctor that really saved Tia's life. That's all coming up. Go Winnipeg still continues.